Aaron Eden, here we go. And who's here first? Simone, first on the list today. Cool beans, Simone. Way to go. Ramon, how are you doing today? Our cool Luke. Terrence. Melanie, Renovation Trod. Sean Gilvray. Raymond, Vince, Third Eye. Simone, hello, my young lady, and how are you doing? Linda Lou. Little Linda Lou who? No, actually, DC Crypto. What's happening? DK Crypto. Michael Locker. Renovation Trot. All right. Let's get started. It is Sunday evening, December 8th. Oh, my goodness. December 8th. Wasn't that Pearl Harbor Day? December 8th? I think it was. Becky, how are you doing today? Philip, how are you? B-Dub. Gabe, how you doing? Tommy jumped in, Tommy jumped off. Greg's here. How's it going there, Mr. Greg? Let's get started. First and foremost, as usual, my name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk. Brought to you by The 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow. Taz, V, Greg, John, Renovation Trad, how you doing? Jacob, V Chen, how are you? Thomas, how are you? Okay, I invest in dividend stocks using a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% strategy I like to call Dividend Capturing 2.0, where I look at the dividend stocks just before the dividends are paid out, jump in at the market, sell the covered call against them, look for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. That comes to over 50% per year. Now, I'm not guaranteed that you can do this, but it's simple. It was created for my 9-year-old daughter. Let's start that out very first thing this evening. Let's take a look at the princess and go from there. Raul, how are you? Johnny Man, what's happening? All right, we're going to look at videos, the oldest, and here she is. Now, remember I told you this was created for my 9-year-old daughter.
As you being part of my internet website club thingy, which my dad doesn't like me calling it that, but I do. Being part of that, you're going to be getting weekly lists of stocks that I'll be trading, and every month you'll be getting 4 lists of stocks that you can choose from that help you get the best return on money.
All right. So this is my daughter, 15 years ago.
List number 1 is...
There's me, 15 years ago. Jack, how you doing? Super Tom! Woohoo! Montem? Knowledgeable investor. How are you doing? It's like, I laugh every time I see that. So basically, the reason why I showed you that, I did this video, how long ago was that? 12 years ago. 12 years ago, I did that video with my daughter, who is now 26. Holy shit, I'm getting older. This is not good. You know, every year I get older and older. Why can't we just stop? I saw a movie called Timer. Okay, you picked an age, and that's how long you stayed that age for the until you timed out. It was an interesting movie with Justin Timberlake. Pretty cool. Anyway, so here we are jumping into, I believe it is week. We have 3 weeks left. 52, 51, 50. Week 50. Your daughter is going to be a millionaire soon with the knowledge you gave her. Yeah, that would be nice, but she's into dogs nowadays. She doesn't do investing anymore. Weird. I'm watching Love and Dollar General this week. Flock Queen, how are you? Let's take a look at those two. LUV. If cash secured puts. Steven, if cash secured puts and covered calls both require the same amount of cash, why are calls better? I just think it's the positive mentality that goes along with it, and not always true. Sometimes the puts do pay more, depending on what kind of margin you have. When you first start out, it's a 50-50. For every dollar you put in, they will put in a dollar. As you get more established, it can go a 3-to-1. For every one you put in, they'll put in 3. Okay, obviously, once you own the stock, it's different. Yes, once you own the stock, it's different. But cash secured puts, sometimes they pay better, sometimes they don't. It all depends on how you want to do that. Okay, El Capitan. Ooh, what am I doing here? No, I don't want the camera. I want this. There we go. That's what I want. Okay. Becca, how are you, Miss Becca? So the recommendations, El Capitan. I don't really make recommendations, okay? But you're new. My suggestion would be hang out, chill, ask questions. I watched a YouTube video on TOS Scans, which makes hunting for stocks that fit the strategy much easier. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. There are. But there's certain stocks I stick with, and that's it. But if you want to shoot a video, I take a look at it, give you my opinion. I'm always willing to learn new stuff. All right. Where are we? What the heck do we got going on here? Okay. Okay. And okay. Hey, all 3 accounts are up and running. Cool beans. So, first on the list, D-Dub, what's happening? How you doing there, brother? Okay, let's start off with where we left off the other day, NLY. Nope, how about NLY? That might make more sense. There we go, Annaly. Annaly Capital Management. First thing we always want to take a look at, where's the high, where's the low, where was it a year ago, where is it now, what is the movement? This thing basically in a channel, look at this, 1850 to 2025. It's just basically sideways for the whole year. Cool beans. I've thrown some money into XRP and pharmaceuticals. Good for you. Not something that I would do. XRP is not a dividend stock, so I can't, it's not even a stock. Now, the pharmaceuticals, I'm not quite sure what you're thinking there, El Capitan, but, it is what it is. All right, that being said, let's move on. The high right here is at 2120. The low down here, 1775. A year ago, we're at 18. Now we're at 1984. The 1988, the closest one is going to be the 20s. Look at that. 6 cents a share. I'm going to say no to that one only because it's not 1%. Well, think about it. If you could invest in a stock, okay, now what we're looking here, we're not looking for capital appreciation. We're looking for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Well, what is that? Well, 1% a week is over 50% per year. If you're okay with 50% per year, then fine, jump on board. Let's go. There's plenty of room. All right. So a year ago, and wait. This is a no, so we're not even going to bother with it. Okay. 1988, the 20s are going for 6 cents. No, that's not even 0.5%. Okay. No, just plain old no. AGNC. AGNC. Okay, first thing. Oh, Steven's got a question. When do you know when to roll a put instead of letting it assign and then going into covered calls? Steven, it's all a numbers game. You take a look at the numbers. What strike price did you sell? Where is the stock at now? How much time do you have left? What are the implications if you leave it alone? What's going to happen if you roll it forward? A lot of questions, a lot of answers. Some of them are pretty simple. If you just roll it forward and you pick up another premium, great. And you don't have to buy the stock. As a matter of fact, we rolled a couple of puts this week. I think we did the 450s on something. And I think it dropped down like 4.25. And I was supposed to buy like a couple thousand shares of some company. I said, heck, we'll just roll it forward. That way I didn't have to buy them. And I collected another premium. Encourage more viewers to share. Cool beans. Yeah, like, share, comment, all that kind of nice, neat stuff, fun stuff. Let's keep on going. We're looking at AGNC. Here's the high. What is that? 1081. The bottom is down here. 1885. She shoots up, pulls back, up, down, up. Okay, we're at 969. The closest one's going to be the 10. Look at this. 1 cent, 2 cent. We could all say it together. Hell no. No. Ian, can you look at AMD? That is Advanced Micro Devices. No dividends, no thank you. Sorry, Ian. AMD. No dividends, no thank you. What does how do stock dividends work? Oh, El Capitan. Someone hasn't been teaching you about money or investing at all. A dividend, El Capitan. A dividend is a portion of the corporation's profits the corporation gives back to the investors. So, when you buy a stock, the one we're looking at now, AGNC, okay, when you buy a stock, you become part owner of that company. You are entitled to a small portion of their profits. For each share you buy, you get a small dividend, whatever the profit is. They take the profits and they divide it up amongst all the shareholders. So if you have one share, well, you get one little dividend. If you have 1,000 shares, well, you get 1,000 of those little guys, depending on what it is. Okay? A dividend is a portion of the profits you receive as a stockholder. Okay, now most companies pay 4 times a year. Okay, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. January, February, March, first quarter. April, May, June, second quarter. July, August, September, third quarter. October, November, December, fourth quarter. Love appears to be more than 1%. Flock Queen, let's take a look at it. I have it written down, so we're going to take a look. Okay? Sit, chill. We're going to take a look at it in a minute. Next on the list is APUN. What the heck is APUN? Yeah, no. Next on the list, Micron, MU. I like Micron. I have done Micron in the past. Uh-oh, we got some more questions here. Ooh, okay. KG wants to look at Dollar General. DG. Alrighty. Simone wants to take a look at MPW. MPW. Cool. B. I like MPW. I have both. Knowledgeable investor. If the company is making money, they will give you a dividend as a thank you for owning the stocks. Kind of yes. It's just your portion of the profits. So as the company is profitable, they take the profits and they hand it out to the investors. Let's keep on keeping on. Got to make the best of. Uh-oh. All right, I got a question right here, El Capitan. If they pay the dividend with more stock, does that bring the price of it down? No. You have a choice, okay? When you're receiving your dividend, you can get a check, you can get it invested right back into your right into your account, or they can send you shares. One or the other. You get to choose. Most companies don't do the shares anymore. They just put money back into your account, your trading account. Asim, how are you today? Jim Bibby, Eli Lilly, Jim. Come on, dude. Does it look like I can afford a $900 stock? Wait a minute. What is Eli Lilly? $830. Jim, really? You think I can afford an $830 stock? When you get 100 of them, well, that's $80,000. Okay? Okay, you get 1,000 of them. That's $8 million. Austin, any thoughts on AA? AA. What the heck is that? Alcoa? No. AA. What is AA? I was right, Alcoa. Okay. All right, so Jim Bibby, hold on a second. Eli Lilly. All right. Eli Lilly, Jimmy, you ready? Here's the high of the year, 960. Here's the bottom, way down here. It looks like 575. She shoots up, pulls back, shoots up, pulls back, turns around, goes back up again. We're currently at 832. Okay? 826. 827 is going for $14. That's a nice premium. That's well over 1%. But the catch here is you got to be able to afford it. $827 a share. That's a lot. 100 shares is $80,000 to do just one contract. Well, what are you going to be making off of one contract? Well, let's find out, just for the fun of it. Okay? Look at the movement. Nice movement. Okay, 30 days ago, here we are right here at 800. She shoots up to 840, drops down to 710, back up to 850. So we're currently around the 850 area. So if we're going to do one on Eli Lilly, all right, let's get rid of this. We're going to look at the 827. Here we go. The 827.50. We're just going to do one contract. Let's try that one. Yeah. At the market, first thing in the morning, here's what it sounds like. Buy one covered call of Eli Lilly 100s. Those are the weeklies. 13 December 2024. Well, that's this coming Friday. Okay, the 827.50 call against the stock at the market to open. Well, that's the trade. That's what the trade sounds like. What do the numbers look like? Well, my break even is 811. Well, currently the stock's at 832. So anything over 811 is going to be a profit. My maximum profit, $1,601 for one contract. So let's bring my calculator out. $1,601. That's the profit. Well, what is one contract going to cost me? One contract's going to cost me $81,000. Okay, so I'm going to divide that by 81,149. That gives me 1.9%. But here's the thing. If I'm getting 1.9%, but it's costing me $81,000, I can do it on Macy's for $3,000. So for think about this. $81,000, right? It's all going to be the same. It's all going to wash out in the end. So $81,000, one contract's bringing me 1.2%. Let's take a look at Macy's for a second. What the heck is that? What did I just click on? Okay. Let's get that out of here. Let's get this out of there. Let's get this out of there. Let's change this to Macy's. Okay, 1643 to 1650s. There we go. One contract at the market. Okay. $74, but I have to invest $1,500. Okay, so let's bring in the calculator just really quick. Clear. 74.50 divided by 1576 gives a grand total of 4.7%. Okay, so hypothetically speaking, how many contracts at 81,000? Okay, clear. 81,000 divided by 1,500, 76. Okay, I can do 51 contracts. Well, freaking alrighty then. So let's change this. The same $81,000. Okay, hold on. Okay. All right, so Jim, take a look at this. The same $81,000. We're looking at Macy's instead of Eli Lilly. $81,000 was going to give us $1,500 on Eli Lilly, which is 1.9%. The same $81,000 into Macy's is going to give us almost $3,800. That's twice as much. The same amount of money invested in Eli Lilly. Okay, you're going to get $1,500. Well, same amount into Macy's, you're going to get almost $3,800. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I like Eli Lilly, but it's a little bit out of my price range. Sorry. All right. So let's move on. Get out of here. Let's go back to here. Let's go back to here. And what's next? Next, Asim wants to take a look at AA, Alcoa. AA. Ooh, now that don't look that good. Take a look. Okay, here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. She jumps up, pulls back, jumps up. We're at 42.60. The 42.50s are going for 115. That's about 2.5%. That makes sense, Jim? All right, I'm glad you like it. See, I want to make sure the numbers work for me, no matter what I end up doing. All right. Sean Poe just cashed out $1,000 from Sheeb. Okay, good for you. I don't do Sheeb. You know, is what it is. A lot of people like it. Some people don't like it. Is what it is. All right. That being said, let's move on. All right. Next on the list, we didn't finish Micron. We didn't finish Micron. So let's finish up with Micron. Here we go. Micron. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down, sideways. 101.61. We'll be looking at the 102s. Paying 186. That's over 1.5%. Think about it. 1.5% on a week. Well, 1.5% a week is 76% per year, give or take 1 or 2 points. So ask yourself, number one, do I like Micron? Number two, number one should be, does it make sense? That should be number one. Number one question always, does it make sense? If it doesn't make sense, AS, how do I block you? Dude, you're here on my channel. Just don't show up. It's actually that easy. El Capitan, in your opinion, is it better to invest in one company with dividends or multiple? Definitely multiple. Never put all your eggs in one basket. I learned that lesson the hard way. I put all my eggs in one basket as a real networks, WRNK. Okay, I lost $91,000 in a week. Yeah, don't do that. In my humble opinion. Lachelle West. Lachelle, how are you today? Ranjit Singh, how are you? Tommy, El Capitan for you. Okay, SN. I can block you from the channel. Just ask twice. Hey, thanks, Bama Redneck. Thank you for your knowledge and sharing. You're welcome. Anyone should stay away from you. That's cool. I like that idea. Everybody should. Everybody should do their own research. Everybody should take responsibility for their own money. Is what it is, you know? So, let's keep on keeping on. MU, a year ago, MU is down at 75. She shoots up all the way to 160. That's 100%. That's over 100% increase. So a year ago, 75. Jumps up to 160. That's 100% increase. Drops back down at 90. So from 160 to 90, that's about 70% decrease. That's no fun at all. Sell off. What strategy are you employing? Are you just running wheels on dividend-paying stocks? Sell off, no. I'm doing a strategy you probably never heard of. It's called Dividend Capturing 2.0. It was a trading strategy I created for my 9-year-old daughter back in 2008 when she wanted to learn how to trade stocks. So how do you teach a 9-year-old how to trade? Well, first of all, it's got to be simple. It's got to be safe, predictable, consistent, and no way for her to lose. So that 5 criteria came up with 5 rules. Rule number 1, never buy something you don't understand. Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. Rule number 3, never invest in anything that doesn't have at least 2 decades of consistent profits. 4, weekly options are a must. I want weekly cash flow. The only way you're going to get weekly cash flow, other than sitting in front of your computer all day long, is through companies that offer weekly options. Rule number 5, make sure all the numbers work. How's it going? I see your charts are done updating. Yes, they are. So take a look. What do I mean by the numbers? Well, First of all, do I like the stock? Micron, MU. Currently, 101.64 is the current price. The closest strike price to 101.64 is going to be the 102s. They are selling for 186 per share. 186 per share is well over 1% per week. So 1% per week, that's over 50% per year. I got to back up a little bit. I missed a couple questions. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. El Capitan. I'm trying to teach myself about investing. I was never taught, so it feels overwhelming at times. Well, El Capitan, keep it simple. That's rule number one. Keep it simple. Make sure the trading strategy you're doing is safe. Okay? How risky is this compared to contract trading? Well, contract trading is a lot of risk to that. I've learned the hard way. Oh, I like that one. I learned the hard way not to sell covered calls on stocks like SoFi and PLTR. Dude, I could have told you that a long time ago. I don't like SoFi, and I don't like PLNT, whatever it is, PLTR. Where are you from? I'm from the Boston area originally. Okay. How risky is it compared to contract trade? I don't do contract trading. Okay, I like simple, I like easy, I like predictable, I like consistent. Just keep showing up and listening. That's the simplest way you can do it. Just keep showing up and listening. Now, come January 1st, I am changing my schedule. Okay, every single night, I did it for almost a whole year. I've missed 5 days. Okay, since the beginning of January until today, I've only missed 5 days. 1, I was sick as a dog. 2, I had to take somebody to the emergency room. 3, 4, and 5 was due to the hurricane that came smack dab right over the house in St. Petersburg. Okay, no water, no electricity, no internet, no telephone for 3 days. I missed 3 days because there was no electricity and no internet. That being said, come January 1st, I'm changing my schedule. I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do yet, but I'm not going to do every single night. It just takes, it wears you out. Okay, El Capitan. Indeed it does, but I want to continue down this path. I want to plan for my future. That's an excellent plan. What about deaths? Nobody died yet that I know of that interrupted my... Doc, what are you doing over here? What's happening, Doc? Do you purchase shares first to build your position, or do you sell puts to get in? Sell off, good question. What do you think about Doge? Are we talking about the Department of Governmental Efficiency? Okay, that's what I equate Doge to. So sell off. I do a covered call. Let me show you one real quick. We're going to do one on Micron. Same here. I'm doing this in my Roth and building for retirement. Way to go, Bama Redneck. All right, so MU. Let's finish up with this one. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down, sideways, 101.60, the 102s, 186. Let's see what it looks like. Doge, the meme coin. Sorry, dude, I don't do cryptocurrency. What platform? Neo. This is Think or Swim. It is offered through Charles Schwab. Let's look at the numbers. Okay. Thoughts on quantum stocks? Nope and no. Sorry, Spencer. No and no. A year ago was the bottom, 77.43. The top, we already said 157. That's over 100% increase. A year ago is the bottom. The high, over 100% increase. If you didn't take your profit there after 100% increase, you deserve to be where it is now. That's just my opinion. Stocks go up, take your profit. Stocks go down, start accumulating. Okay. Maybe good for growth, but not this strategy. Yeah. All right. The last 90 days. Look at the last 90 days. More specifically, Orlando wants to take a look at Pfizer. PFE. Okay. Look at the last 90 days, which is the last 3 months. Okay. From the bottom here, she shoots up, pulls back, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now she's going up. Okay. Simple. Easy. Roger wants to take a look at Riley. We'll take a look at Riley in a second. Riley. I actually have some Riley, so I do like that stock. But I don't buy it to hold. I buy it at the bottom and I sell it when it gets a little higher. Now, when I say a little higher, I'm talking 1 or 2%. I'm not looking for huge movements. I'm more interested in consistency and safety. All right, so here's the last 90 days. Look at the repeating movement, how it just repeats. Well, that's what I'm looking for. The last 30 days, right there. Last 30 days. Okay. Down, up, down, up. Looks like she might be coming down now. Not quite sure. But, Draco wants to look at Kinder Morgan. KMI. Kinder Morgan's a great company. BHIMO has good premiums, but me personally, I don't like the drama that comes with it. Well, alrighty then. All right. Let's take a look at what does the stock normally do this time of year. For that, we need what is called the seasonality chart. Well, the seasonality chart shows us this thing going up for the last month. Okay, from October to the end of the year, a nice steady up line. Okay, nice. I like nice and steady up. Okay, sell off. Yes, I am finishing up with Micron. Hold on a second. Mr. Solar Max, EW, never heard of it. But we'll take a look at it. All right, so here we go. Back to where we were. Let's actually do a trade on Micron because somebody asked about it. So let's do it. Here you go. Covered calls. Now, it's currently at 101.62. So I want to take a look at the 102s right here. Okay, so here's the 102s. 99.76. Okay, I just want to do one contract just to give you guys an idea of what we're looking at. And then I want to buy it at the market as soon as it opens. First thing in the morning. And here's what it sounds like. When I say here's what it sounds like, I always encourage people to read it out loud. Read the order out loud. Because sometimes your fingers and your eyes play tricks on you. So you use fingers, eyes, and ears by reading it out loud. Buy one covered call MU, which is Micron 100s, 13 December 24. That's this coming Friday. That means I'm going to buy the stock first thing in the morning. I'm going to sell the covered call first thing in the morning, collect that premium, and then just sit and wait it out. That's basically all you do. But make sure you ask yourself the number one question. Does it make sense? Number one. Number two is, do I like this company? Question number three is, do I like this company at this price, and am I willing to hold on to it for however long it takes without panicking to hit my target? Because stocks go up, they go down, they go up, they go down, they go up. That's all they do. They don't come to your house and take the dog out for a walk. They don't mow the lawn. They don't do any of that stuff. Nothing. They go up, they go down. That's it. Find a good company that you like, one that makes sense, one that you're okay with owning, and buy it, sell it. Buy it, sell it. You make more, well, the profit's more consistent. Okay, as the stock goes up, you sell it. The stock drops, you buy it. Stock goes up, you sell it. Now, we'll get into that a little bit later, but we're still doing this covered call. 13 December 24, that's this coming Friday. That means at Friday, whoever bought that option should get off the pot. Do something, don't do something. You got until 3:59 Friday afternoon. That's it, 3:59 Friday afternoon. After that, forget it. The option expires on the 13th, 4 o'clock, Friday afternoon. The 102 call option against MU stock at the beginning, at the market price to open, first thing in the morning. Here's my break even, 99.51. That means anything over 99.51 is going to be a profit. All right? So, 249 is my profit. Remember I say safe, predictable, and consistent. Predictable, I already know what I'm going to make before I even do the trade. Okay? So let's take out the calculator. Clear that. The profit, 249. 249. How much is this trade costing me? 9,951. 9,951. Let's go back, try that again. 9,500. Whoops. 9,951. All right. 2.5%. Do you have any idea what 2.5% is per year? That's 126% for 1 year for a company like Micron. So the big question is, does it make sense? That's question number one. Does it make sense? Question number two, do I like this stock? Question number three, do I like this stock at this price? Does it make sense? It either does or it doesn't. If you don't like the company, don't buy it. It's actually that simple. You don't like the company, you don't know what they do, don't buy it. It doesn't make sense to put your money into something you don't understand. Killa, you want to take a look at Joby. I have no idea what the heck Joby is. Never heard of it. Jobi. Sorry, dude. Where did that come to? All right, Killa, right? Joby, Jobi. There had no options. Yeah, sorry, dude. No. Thoughts on Uber? Ferris, are you kidding me? Uber? Now, I am pretty damn sure, Uber does not have 20 years of increased dividends. Okay, Uber has no dividends at all. Nope. Enron, FEPI. What the heck is FEPI? FEPI. Enron, you've been here long enough, dude. Seriously, you have. Monthly options? Dude, you know I don't do monthly options. You got a gift swap card. Open your gift gallery and swap a gift in your gift gallery with a card. Check out who's titled multiple gifts in the... Okay, whatever. I don't pay attention to that stuff. Fingerheart. Is it up in Dividend Stock Talks Gift Gallery? Anyone who sends a gift will contribute 150% Live Fest points to the live creator. Jolly good. Okay, Jody sent a finger heart. Why, thank you there, Miss Jody. So, what if I like a company but don't like the current price? Don't buy it. It's actually that simple. Okay, Jody. All right, Ferris. Uber, no dividends, no thank you. Fat Cat on Solana. Yeah, sorry, dude. You can do 4. Good evening to you, too. Do you tax harvest at the end of the year on down stocks or keep? Dude, I don't do taxes at all. Okay, so I'm going to say no to that one. AJG. So are my favorites. AJG. What the heck is AJG? AJG. Gallagher. Yeah, that's a no, dude. Okay? Monthly optional stock? No. Sorry. Andrea, how are you today? CVS. Andrea, I got the details of when we're coming to Vegas. I think it's the 20th, 22nd, 21st, 22nd. What do I think about Ellington Financial? Never heard of them. Okay, Mr. Getter gone? Yeah, sorry, never heard of them. Okay, we're going to take a look at CVS. I actually have some CVS. Okay, here's the high, 82.55. Here's the bottom right here, 52. Okay, basically going sideways. We're currently sitting at 55.36. The 56 is going for 60 cents. That's more than 1%. Well, let's take a closer look. A year ago, CVS is at 74.59. She tops out in the beginning of January at 81.25. From there, she drops and then a big gap down. And here we are going sideways for all this time frame. Okay. So, the last 90 days. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Up, down, up, down. She's currently in a downturn at this moment in time. So even though I do own CVS, I wouldn't be buying any more of it. No nickname, but wait, it gets worse. Yeah, it's funny. Okay? But look at where it is. Means we're looking for a new bottom. Whoops, I didn't see that question. I see that question just popped up. Pfizer. Okay, Orlando, Pfizer is on the list. Okay, it is. It's on the list. Just sit tight. All right, Lunar, L-U-N-R. L-U-N-R. VTRS. Flywood, how are you doing today? VTRS. VFC. VFC. Scott, we'll take a look at that. Scotty, we'll take a look at that also. We're finishing up with CVS first. Okay, so, Andrea. Got a little bit of a pullback here. Okay, here's the last 30 days. Down, up, down, which means we're getting very close to finding the bottom. Now, Andrea, I don't know if you already have some, but I already have some, so I'm waiting for that bottom to come, turn around, go back up. Maybe I'll dollar cost average down on it, but at this moment, we're going to write it down for next week. CVS. So CVS is for the list next week. All right. Flywood. VTRS. What the heck is VTRS? It's a no. Flywood. You see this right here? This is what is called monthly options. Okay? Read it right there. December, January, April, June, January. Okay. Yeah, there's a month. That's a monthly option. It means you can do it once a month, 12 times a year. No, I don't do those. I like these right here. Okay, 13 December. That's this Friday. 20 December. That's next Friday. 27 December. That's 3 Fridays away. 3 January. That's 5 Fridays away. Every Friday, 52 times a year. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. Okay, Francis, you want to take a look at Lunar, L-U-N-R. Interesting. Does have weeklies. L-U-N-R. Let's see what kind of dividends they have and how consistent they are with paying their dividends. Oh, dude, no dividends. No dividends. No, thank you. Lunar is a no. Enron, have a good night. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Enron. Scotty, VFC. Well, let's take a gander at VFC. VFC. Okay, VF Corporation. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Deep V. Down and up. 21, 21. The 21 is going for 46. The 2150 is going for 21 to 35. Both of those are over 1%. GGPI. Is QQQ a good investment? Got about 10 grand. Okay. Now, S, I have no idea who you are. GGPI. Okay. I have no idea who you are. I cannot tell you whether that's good or not. What I can tell you is I don't like the Qs. I don't. Check out the numbers. How consistent are they with increasing their dividends? Why am I looking at the dividends? Well, a dividend is a portion of the profits the corporation gives back to us. You and me. Me and you and me. However you want to look at it. If you buy shares in that company, you own part of that company. You are entitled to a portion of their profits. I don't know about you, but I don't like profits that go up, down, down, up, down. I'm retired. I need to have a safe, predictable, consistent, steady income. Okay? That means the increased dividends have to be consistent. I like 20 years of increased dividends. Now you may say, well, how the hell do you find that? There are over 9,763 companies you can invest in on any day. If only 300 of them, about 300, it might be 299, it might be 307, I don't know, right around 300. Companies that have consistently increased their dividends for more than 20 to 25 years. Okay? Now, there are a couple of companies that have increased for over 50 years, 60 years, 70 years. Consistently increasing, which means they're consistently profitable and they're sharing their profits with the investors. Baby Grinch going to the moon. Community takeover right now. Okay. Clement, you have a good time with that. All right. So we're looking at VFC. Hold on, Scotty. Hold tight. VFC. High, low, was, is. Look at this. Up, down, 21.20. The 21's go for 46. Nice number. Over 1%. Okay, Laurie, that's a good question. Let me get to your question as soon as I'm done with VFC. Okay, so a year ago, we're at 1835. We bottomed out in the end of May at 11. Last 90 days. Okay, dropped, shot up, back down, back up. Here we are. Great. What do the 30 days look like? The last 30 days. Here we go. Last 30 days. Down, up, that's it. At a 30-day high, I'm going to say no. Because, Scotty, I don't buy at a 30-day high. Okay, what usually happens at a 30-day high? Usually, there's profit taking. Okay, if you bought down here, okay, 1850, and now she's at 2175, that's what, 375? How much is 375 on an $18 stock? That's 20%. That's a 20% increase in 2 weeks. So I don't know about you, but I will take profits at 2 or 3, 4% increase. 20%, hell yeah. And what happens when you have a whole bunch of people taking profits? The stock price comes down. So I like VFC. Unfortunately, I'm going to write VFC for 3 weeks because it's going to take about 2 or 3 weeks to get it right back down here again. So I'll do it 2 weeks. VFC. All right, there's VFC written down. We'll take a look at it in 2 weeks. All right, Baby Grinch to the moon. Yep, whatever. Laurie. Hi, I looked at MU earlier, but I saw that they had to pay the dividend. Yeah, okay. Laurie, here's something you need to. Okay, right here. Okay, Laurie, I understand what you're saying. It makes perfect sense. I understand that. However, every once in a while, there will be a stock that is on Warren Buffett's list, may not have the dividends, or another trader that I admire. So there's a few of them that I'm actually currently trading. MPW, Micron, Paramount, Marathon. Those aren't on my list. They're on somebody else's list. So I do take a look at them. Okay? So you're right. Either you like it or you don't. Okay? But it's not one that's on my list. It's just one that I trade because another trader that I respect trades it. Positive Poly for Life. RYCEY. Now, Positive Poly, I don't want you to make you feel bad. This is your first night here, and unfortunately, I've never heard of this company. Rolls-Royce Holdings. Unfortunately, my dear, they have no options. Okay, with no options, it's an automatic no. Sorry. Did we look at Kohl's already? No. Calibri. We have not looked at Kohl's yet, but we will in a second. Daryl, will you touch Intel if the unpaused dividend? Okay. Now, I like Intel. We'll take a look at it in a minute. INTC. Do you like... Okay. Okay, user 792453443273. Yeah, SMCI, no. YieldMax, Michael, no. Sorry, YieldMax and SMCI are both no. The numbers just don't work. Take a look. Seriously, dude. Okay, if you like those, if you like YieldMax, great. Go take a look at how consistent they are with dishing out their profits. How consistently do they increase their dividends? Basically, it's the same thing. The dividends is a portion of the profits that the company gives back to us, the investors. Okay, if they go up, then down, then up, then down, then up, that doesn't work for me. If you like YieldMax, great. If you like SMCI, wonderful. I don't do it. I don't like them. There's no consistency whatsoever. Greg, solid. I'm not quite sure if that's a compliment or if that's a stock you want me to take a look at. I don't know. Sayedi. TD Sayedi. Nike. Okay. Now I like Nike. Here we go. Here's the high a year ago, 123. The bottom, 72. That was a couple of months ago. She's down, she's up, she's down, she's up. She's at 79. The 79 is going for 98. That's over 1%. All right. So everything looks good there. Let's take a closer look at the chart. The high of the year, 123.51. That was back in late December. We have this big drop right here. This happened just around the Olympics. Do you remember the Olympics this year? I didn't even know they were this year. Big drop, shoots up, big drop, back up again. All right, so nice movement. So let's take a gander. The last 90 days. Here's the last 90 days. Down, up, down, up. Okay, well, that's where we are. Last 30 days. Does this look like something we're going to jump into? Well, no. Reason being, this is the 30-day chart, the last 30 days. Well, 30 days ago, we were at 76.50. We dropped down to 72.50, jump up. Now we're going sideways, making the high on Friday. What usually happens on a high on a Friday? Well, that usually starts profit taking. Profit taking causes the stock to go down. I don't like to buy at the high. That's where it is at the moment. So Nike is going to be, well, let's see what it looks like in 2 weeks. That's what I mean. Well, let's see what it looks like in 2 weeks. And it's already on the list for 2 weeks. Greg, solid. I'm not quite sure. Solid. Solid is S. Solid is going to be a no. I got a question mark over here in the chat. Alibaba. Vikram, Alibaba. They've only paid 2 dividends. Not 2 years. 2. That's going to be a no. Sorry, I like 2 decades. That's 10 years. 10 years of dividends, not just 2 dividends. Sorry. All right, let's keep on going. Yeah. Once a year. Yeah, I get that. 2. I like 20 years. 2 decades. That's 20 years. Not just 2. 20. All right. Let's keep on going. What else we got here? All right. GGPI. So, I know, not financial advice, but what do I like? I like dividend kings, dividend aristocrats, dividend champions, dividend contenders, and what's on Warren Buffett's list. Then I throw them into a monthly calendar telling me when they pay their dividends. When they pay their dividends, that lets me know when the stock is going to move. When the stock moves, that's when I want to jump in. TRIP, PLTR, no dividends, no thank you. Sorry. Scotty, you're welcome. 86. What's happening, 86? Halliburton for tomorrow. I actually have some Halliburton. HAL. What about McDonald's? It came down from an all-time high. Ooh. I will write it down. We will take a look at Mickey D's. MCD. We'll take a look at it in a little bit. Hold tight. Brian wants to take a look at Halliburton. Okay, Halliburton's going to be a no for tomorrow, Brian. Here's the high at 41.50. Here's the bottom at 27.50. A year ago, we're at 35. We shoot up, we drop down, back up, back down. We're actually in a downturn at the moment. 28.83. The 30s are going for 10 cents. That's going to be a no. But not only that, look at this right here, the last 30 days. Okay, 30 days ago was a 30-day bottom. She shot up, got your profit taken, now she's coming down. Well, as soon as it finds a bottom, then it will be a yes. So I'm thinking somewhere Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, somewhere in that area. Vacrim, hold that thought. Okay, hold up. Halliburton. Okay. Vikram. Also, could you look at Energy Transfer? No to Energy Transfer. MO, Altria, sure. These are high dividend stocks. Yeah, but I don't like Energy Transfer. Check out the premiums. After 2 strikes, you get nothing. But Altria, MO, I'll take a look at that one. That's a good one. Okay, Brian. For me, Halliburton is a no for tomorrow. Look at that. It's in a downturn. So as soon as it finds the bottom, turns around, goes back up, then we'll take a look at it. So we're going to take a look at it next week. We're just going to look, wait to find the bottom before she turns around, goes back up, and then we'll decide whether or not it's a good one. Andrea, WBS. Warner Brothers? WBS. Webster. Oh, Andrea, come on. You've been here long enough. You know that. No. Okay, that's Webster's Financial Corporation. No. Frankenstein. Just wanted to say hi. I'll be here listening. Cool beans. 86. Good to see the system up and running today. Yeah. Last night was kind of weird. Oh, Andre, you meant Walgreens, WBA. Now, I like WBA. Let's take a look. Here's the high of the year, 27. Drops all the way down to 840, I believe it was. Well, look at where we are now, 858. Well, the 850s are going for 21. Well, that's more than 2%, getting close to 3. All right. A year ago, we're sitting at 23. Jumps up to 27. Last 90 days, down, up, down, up, down. Look at it. It's just turning right now. Friday, it's just started to turn around. Here you go. Take a look. 30 days ago was a 30-day high. She drops. Here's your 30-day bottom. Shoots back up. Finds another high here. Drops down. And she just started turning. 1 day to the upside. I like 2 days to the upside. So we are going to take a look at it on Monday. It is on the list for Monday. Suncor is another one. Is that S-U-N? No, S-U, right? S-U? Yeah, S-U. Okay. S-U is looking for a new bottom also. Okay? Up, down, okay? Is coming down now off of a high. Yeah, I got it. But we'll write that one down. For next week. We'll keep our eye on it. All right. All right. So, Andrea, I do like Walgreens. We'll wait and find that bottom. No nickname. Hey, bud. All right. Thanks, boss. You got it? Okay. Applauser. Soundhound? No. Fighting Demons. Pepe? No. Brian, thanks. Thoughts on X? Ooh, I like X. That's U.S. Steel. That's a good one. Check it out. U.S. Steel. A year ago, 51. September, she dropped down to 27. But for the most part, she just basically went sideways all year. Ooh, Vikram wants to look at J.P. Morgan. JPM. All right, give me a minute. All right. So, here we go. U.S. Steel, the last 90 days, the last 3 months. from the very bottom here, shoots up, pulls back, shoots up, pulls back, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now she's going up after that big drop they had the other day. Okay. Hey, go Pats. Hey, Retire, how are you? Gen XRP, how are you today? How does Ford look? We'll take a look at Ford in a little bit. Okay, so US Steel, the last 30 days. Okay, the last 30 days, take a look at it. She drops, shoots up, big drop, now she's going back up again. Okay, I have some US Steel. I like this drop right here. Okay. Wow. Yawning. I'm not getting enough sleep, I guess. Remember, all right, who knows? I'll get plenty of sleep when I'm dead. Who said that? All right, so U.S. Steel. I like that. Last 4 days to the upside. I'm a little leery about what happened on Friday. Just a little, not huge. Roadhouse. Right, but who was it? Who was it that said it? TXN. Isn't that Texas Instruments? TXN. It was Sam Elliott. Sam Elliott in the movie Roadhouse. Yep. Frankenstein, right. Sam Elliott. All right, Ford. Let's take a gander at Ford. Ford was my favorite last year. Okay? Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look at this chart. Look at this channel right here. Nice and smooth. 1053, the 1050s are going for 16 cents. That's over 1%. Okay? Ford was my favorite last year. How are you feeling about VIG? Chad, VIG? What the heck is VIG? It's never good when I say that. Never good when I say that. Okay, Ford. A year ago, $11. The high of the year, $14.84. Drops down couple weeks later to the bottom at $9.48. Now look at the last 4 months. Doesn't that look pretty? You may not think so, but I think so. Okay. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. 1 day to the upside already. That means this thing is ripe to turn around and go back up again. Last 30 days. Okay, 30 days ago, 11.20, went sideways for about a week, dropped down, back up, dipped. The bottom was on Thursday. Friday was higher. Is Monday going to be all right? I don't know. I like Ford. Ford was my number one stock last year. Oh, and it's on the list for this week. All right. Hyder Ali. Can you look at QBTS? I never heard of QBTS. And that's usually a bad thing. Okay? But QBTS? No. I looked. No. I don't like monthly optionable stocks. Monthlies, no thank you. The numbers just don't work. Not worth my time. Caleb, S-A-V-A. No idea who that is. S-A-V-A. Cassava Sciences. C-A-V-A. No dividends, dude. Oh, that's Kava. You want Sava. S-A-V-A. All right, hold on a second. S-A-V-A. So they do have dividends. Cool. Historic data. Okay, I'm on Yahoo Finance looking up under historical data. How often has this company increased its dividends? That's what I'm interested in. No dividends at this time. No dividends. No thank you. Okay, sorry, Caleb. Caleb, seriously. if the name of the channel that you came to is Dividend Stock Talk, why would you ask me to take a look at a company, SAVA, that has no dividends? No dividends? No, thank you. Frankenstein, Roadhouse, Sam Elliott, you're right. Rude Dude. What's happening? Chad. How are you feeling about VIG? VIG, the VIG. No. Okay, Chad? Monthly? No. You're new here. I'm going to let you slide on that one. Okay? Emerus Silmer. So, do you sell in the money weekly options if it's in the money? Yes, I do. How's the Hawk Todd coin? Yeah, I do. Hawk Tua. Wow. Wouldn't surprise me if they actually had one of those. Spring Dew, we don't talk about that. No, we don't. Total disaster with Hawk Tua coin. Thank you. You're welcome. Uh-oh. Ice Wallace. Wallopus. What about JEPQ? Hell no. Scotty, BMY. Bristol Myers Squibb. BMY. Interesting. Unfortunately, take a look, Scotty. I like Bristol Myers Squibb. I do. Okay? Okay, Scotty, I like it. But look where it is. Here's the high here. She drops. She's right here close to the high now. Okay, the last 30 days would be right about there. Okay, too close here. Here's the high. Here's the low. She shot up, pulled back. Now she's going up again. Could it keep on going? Maybe it will. What does it normally do this time of year? Nice. Look at that movement to the end of the year. That's a nice movement to the upside. Now the blue line represents this year. Look at that nice movement this year in the last, in the fourth quarter. Okay, look at the fourth quarter. 10 years average of going to the upside in the fourth quarter. We got 3 weeks left to go to the end of the year. Okay, so Bristol Myers Squibb is paying $59.38. The 60s are going for Sorry, the numbers just aren't right. $59.38. The closest strike price is going to be the 60. It's only paying 31 cents. No, sorry. I like Bristol Myers Squibb. They've been around. They paid their dues. Rudy, CHD. What the heck is CHD? Okay, Rudy, check that out. Church and Dwight, monthly. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. Sorry. BKNG, really? Vikram, BKNG. What the heck is that? BKNG. Okay, we're going to take a look at Macy's in a little bit. BKNG. Really, dude? $5,000? Hell no. All right, Spring Drew. Can I look at SFWJ? SFWJ. What the heck is that? No options. No, thank you. Okay, who wants to look at O? Okay, P-Mido? Oh, no. Okay, JSU 182. We looked at NLY earlier this afternoon. Draco XLE. What the heck is that? XLE. It's an ETF, dude. And it's on a downturn. Look at this. Here's your high. It's been dropping for the past 2 weeks. Rudy, I already looked at CHD. I already said no. Ask me again. The answer is not going to change. How come U.S. Steel is offering such high premiums? You're asking the wrong person the wrong question. Okay, I'm not the market maker on U.S. Steel. Okay, sometimes they're high, sometimes they're low. I honestly could not give you an answer that you're going to be satisfied with. All right, Jordan, Hawk to a coin was a real thing. Rug pull, though. Yeah. That's like, whoever came up with that? The girl who did that thing? Hawk to. Yeah. It does still exist, I believe. Yeah, no thank you. Okay, P. Mitt. Yeah, I know what O is. Realty income. It's a no, dude. Walmart, no. Starbucks, maybe. Let's take a look at S-Bucks. Now, the reason why I say no to Walmart, okay, it's at an all-time high. No, I don't. No. Buying at an all-time high does not thrill me. Dina, how are you doing today? So, PMIT, realty income? No, dude, seriously? Check out the dividends. How long have they paid dividends? How consistently have they increased their dividends? Vikram, Target, I like Target, TGT. Okay, give me a few minutes. It's going to take me a while to get to all these companies. Just give me a few, all right? Spring Dew. Spring Dew. WBD. What the heck is WBD? Warner Brothers. Oh, imagine that. I don't think I ever looked at this one. WBD. There are no dividends in the Times. Okay, I'm fine. Waiting, just sharing what comes to my mind. Got it. Cool beans. All right, Spring Drew. Yeah, sorry, dude. Warner Brothers, no. Whoa, check that out. Whoa. All right, anyway. Yeah, no, sorry. Brian, Dollar General. Ooh, Dollar General. That's a good one. Check it out. You ready? Dollar General's high of the year is 168. A year ago, we're at 130. She shoots up, pulls back. Look at that big drop right there. It kept on going to find a new bottom around 73, shooting up to 81.60. The 82s are going for 70 to 180. You can get your 1% there. That looks great. Ice Wallace. Ice Wall. Okay. That's funny. M.O. Altria. Yeah, we're going to take a look at Altria in a little bit. Xena. Can you explain the color of the candles and the different sizes if you have time? Wow. You really want me to explain the colors of the candle charts? And what do they mean? The candles. Typical candle, the reason they call them a candle is here's the body, here's the wick. There's a wick on the top, wick on the bottom. Okay? The red and the green. Okay? Red is a down day, green is an up day. 4 things you want to see on a chart. The top of the wick is the high of the day. The bottom of the wick is the low of the day. On a red day, down day, the top horizontal line is the opening price of the day. The bottom horizontal line is the closing price of the day. The distance between here and here is called the range. Right there, the R, range, $3.87 on this particular day. The green line, same thing. Top of the wick is the high of the day. Bottom of the wick is the low of the day. Okay? On the green, it's an up day. The bottom line is the opening of the day, and the top line is the close of the day. We got a couple questions over on YouTube. Bank of America. Why is the 83 on Dollar General bigger premium than the 82? That's a good question. It should be the other way around. Procter & Gamble, PG, that's a nice pick. Hold on a second. Where are we now with these questions? Okay, Neil, I hope that explains it for you. IBM. IBM too high. Microsoft is set to move like a supernova. We'll take a look at it. Okay. Should a 20-something-year-old invest in dividend stocks or just index funds? All right, Rudy, here's my opinion on that one. Vikram, I saw that one. TD Bank. Give me a few minutes. I'll take a look at it. Rudy, you're 20-something. Okay. At some point, you are going to retire. You have a couple of choices. You can put your 30, 40, 50 years in if you like. All right? So if 83 is a higher premium, go with that. What the software you're using, check the stock. That is Think or Swim, offered by Charles Schwab. Okay. So Rudy, 20-something, invest, don't invest, totally up to you. At some point, you are going to retire. However much money you have is going to dictate how your retirement is. Okay, my retirement's not that bad. Okay, I make enough to do what I want to do when I want to do it. Almost everything I want to do. Not quite there yet, but I'm getting there. But I am retired. I don't punch a time clock anymore. You know, funny thing is, I still work. I just don't get paid. Okay? Imagine that. I work at my son's house, my two sons. I work at his house, I work at my son's house, I work at my mother's house. Okay, and I work at where I'm at now. I don't get paid for doing that kind of stuff. Can I do this from a Fidelity app on my phone? Yes, you can. See what happens sometimes, do the market, blah, blah, blah. Rudy is just a small amount, invest consistently. Yep, there you go. Neil, thank you. You're welcome. Retired at 53. Rudy, good for you. Why are you here then? Rudy M. Okay, so there's Rudy, and then there's a Rudy M. Okay. Not bad at all, retiring at 53. I tried retiring, my 30s. Boring as hell. There's nobody else in their 30s retired. What are you going to do? It's bad enough I'm the youngest kid on the block. You know, I'm down here in St. Petersburg. I'm in my 60s. Everybody else is in their 70s, 80s, and 90s. It's weird. Worked an extra year. Alrighty. IBM's going to be a no because it's at the high of the year. All right, so let's take a look at stocks that we've written down. First on the list, LUV. Southwest Airlines. No. That was a big no real quick. Look, it's at the high of the year. No, thank you. Sorry. Dollar generated. MPW. Okay, now I do have some MPW. A year ago, we're here at 475. We dropped all the way down to 3, shoot up to 650, drop back down, back up to 650. Now we're at 414. The 414, the 450 is going to be the closest. Look at this. 2 cents to 4 cents. No, thank you. Okay, the numbers just don't work. Austin, how are you tonight? Cool beans. All right, MPW numbers really don't look that good. And now we are on Pfizer. PFE. All right, Pfizer. Here we go. Here's the high. Here's the low. Okay, a year ago, 29. Okay, drops, shoots up, drops again, bounces. We're at 25.75. The 26s are going from 24 to 25. Not quite 1%, as much as I do like Pfizer. Now, I have bought Pfizer plenty of times in the past, but here, the numbers just don't look right. And we only have one day to the upside. Here's the high, here's the low. She went up, she went down, now she's going back up again. That was a good one. Coca-Cola. Yeah, no. Coca-Cola just never works. Wes. Steve, you will get more premium and a higher rate of return, but your option is less likely to exercise, which is generally what you want for the strategy. Yeah, he's right. Bless you. Thank you. Ned, check out AVXL. Never heard of it. AVXL. Now, Ned, funny thing about stocks I've never heard of. They're usually a no. Okay? There's a reason why they're usually a no. If I know who the stock is, it's usually a yes. If I don't know who it is, it's usually a no. I don't like monthly optionable stocks. I don't care how lovely you may think it is. Okay, the numbers just don't work for me. I'm looking for a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Monthly options, I can't get that once a week. Looking for what exactly? Decent premiums on coverage. Covered calls, exactly. Bless you, thank you, thank you. 86, covered calls on dividend stocks for 1% per week. Thank you there, 86. Is WBA at the right place to sell a call? Asim, hold on a second. I got a question over here. Past Hemlock. So what's the game plan for tomorrow morning? Do you have a certain list of companies that you finally pull the trigger on or something else? Absolutely. Now, Past Hemlock. I've been doing this long enough. I have a list. Actually, I have 13 lists. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, so on and so forth. There's 13 weeks in a quarter. Okay, next week, or this week, I already looked at AVGO. That was a no for this week. Xena, we're going to take a look at Xena in a little bit. Just sit tight. It's actually written down. I'll get to it when I get a chance. As I was saying, I got 13 lists each week. Okay, each week there's 12 months in a year, 4 quarters: January, February, March, quarter 1; April, May, June, quarter 2; July, August, September, quarter 3; October, November, December, quarter 4. Each quarter has 13 weeks. So week 1, I have a list that's all the stocks I look at week 1. Week 2, I look at all the stocks on week 2. So tomorrow starts week 50. Okay, we got 3 weeks left. Week 50, 51, and 52. 3 weeks left. Okay, so tomorrow is list week 10. Yep, no, week 11. Okay, so tomorrow is week 11 for the quarter. Those are the stocks I'm looking at for tomorrow. We have not done Riley yet. Riley is actually next on the list, Roger. 86, got it. Any certain delta price points? Usually look at around 15 delta. Okay. Before B42. Okay. B42. Bingo. Okay. I don't really look at the delta. Okay. When I say simple, safe, predictable, consistent, make sure the numbers work. Okay. The trading strategy was created for a 9-year-old little girl. The deltas and the gammas, the vegas, and all that kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. Intrinsic value, the Black-Scholes pricing method for options. No, none of that. Like, is it a good company? Are they consistently profitable? Do they have weekly options? What is the chart telling me? The chart telling me, is it the high? Is it the low? Is it a turning point? Is it turning around, coming back up again? That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Vacrim, would you recommend on option trading or only dividend talk? Well, I combine the two together because the options, along with the dividends, when the dividends get ready to be paid out, the stock has a tendency to increase. If you buy the stock, well, you get a small uptick. An option will give you more leverage to get a higher rate of return doing an option than you would just buying the stock. That's why we do options rather than stocks. All right. Xena doesn't pay dividends, so it will be a no. Okay, 86. Thank you for that. I'm crossing that one off. Xena, forget that one. Okay, next on the list, Riley. Now, I have a couple of people asking for Riley. I actually own some Riley. R-I-L-Y, Riley. There you go. Here's Riley. Here's the high of the F40. A year ago, we're at 25. Now we're at 5. Up, down, sideways. 542. The 550s are going for 10 cents. That's over 1.5%. But the big question is, sorry, didn't know this was options only. Lorenzo, not a problem. No, not options only. We do stocks, and then we do covered calls against the stocks. Just want to hear what you say. Okay, Just chill, relax, pay attention, see if it may. Okay, Lorenzo, question. Does it make sense? That's it. If it makes sense, great. Pastor Hemlock, so what puts a company on the list for a certain week of the quarter? Oh, Pastor Hemlock, interesting question. All right. Okay, Pastor Hemlock, month of December. Okay, last month of the year, week number 52, week number 51, week number 50, week number 49. The stocks are put in order of when they pay their dividends. Because when a stock pays a dividend, the stock price has a tendency to increase in value. So if MDT is paying a dividend on the 27th, I don't want to buy it on the week of the 27th. I want to buy it 2 weeks before, on a Monday. So for MDT, I will be looking at MDT on a Monday, which just so happens to be tomorrow. So MDT is up for consideration tomorrow. So what am I looking at? I'm looking at what was it a year ago? What is it now? What is the high of the year? What is the low of the year? What is the 90-day moving average? Is there a pattern there? Up, down, up, down. What is the trend lines looking like? Then I want to take a look at the 30-day chart. Well, the 30-day chart gives me an idea of what did it do last week? What did it do the week before? What did it do the week before? By looking at the last 2 or 3 weeks, gives me a better idea of where I think it might be going next week. Well, great. Now that I have an idea where I think it might be going next week, what are the options on it? What can I buy it for? What can I sell it for? Is that 1%? If it's not, no thank you. Then I'll take a look at the seasonality. Now the seasonality is kind of like driving, looking in the rearview mirror. All it is showing you what it did last year. And the reason why I look at that is because if the stock goes up every single year in the fourth quarter, well, maybe, just maybe, it might do it again. If it goes up 10 years in a row, maybe it might go up 11. Maybe it might go up 12. I like consistency, predictability, and I like all the odds in my favor. Okay? They got a dividend coming up, great. Stocks have a tendency to increase in value just before they pay the dividend. Is it an upward trend or a downward trend? Is the premium 1% of my investment? Am I going to make a 1% return or more for this week? And is it a nice company? Do I like the company? Okay, so question number 1 is always, does it make sense? If it doesn't make sense, don't do it. Question number 2, do I like this stock? Do I like MDT? Well, this is my list. Well, of course I like it because it's on my list. Okay? You have to ask yourself that question. Do you like MDT? Do the numbers make sense? Is it something you want to buy and hold on to however long you have to hold it until it reaches your point of you want to exit? Because I don't want to marry anything. I got married once before. I have no desire to do it again. If I buy the stock, great. Let's date for a couple of days. Give me 1 or 2%. I'll let you go on your way. That's all I'm looking for. Is TD Bank a good candidate? Patrick, TD is on my list to take a look at it. I haven't looked at it yet. Right? I can only do so much. So, next on the list, we're still looking at Riley. Okay, the last 90 days for Riley, which is the last 3 months. Now, the last 3 months shows me patterns. Look at the pattern. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Well, it's in a downward trend. I don't really need to look any further because I know it's in a downward trend. It's going to be a no for this week, but I will write it down for next week. Okay, here's the last 30 days. Okay, 30 days gives you a really good idea where it's going. Look, down, up, down. It's going to continue to go down until it finds the new bottom. See the bottom here? It was coming down. It looks almost the same. Look, coming down, coming down. The bottom's here, 1 day up, 2 days up. That's where I would jump in, and she keeps on going up. What it's doing here? Well, it's coming down. This could be the bottom right here, but we don't know until after tomorrow, because tomorrow might be lower. If tomorrow is higher, well, that's 1 day of the upside. I like 2, and then I like to jump in on the 3rd day. I'm in no great hurry, okay? I already had my children. My children live on their own. I have no one to answer to. I can come and go as I please. I can do whatever I want. So if I want to sit and wait for this thing to find its bottom and turn around and go back up, great. 86, thanks. TD is a monthly. TD is going to be a no. We don't even want to waste our time with it. Great. Next on the list is Kinder Morgan. Ooh, KMI. Now, Kinder Morgan has been around for over 100 years. They are dividend king, and they are a no because they are too close to the high. Sorry. Okay? The reason why I say that is look where the high is. Look where we are now. Look where the low is. Look at all this space here. I'm sorry, but, I like odds and probabilities. Odds and probabilities are there's way too much profit taking here waiting for people to take it. How far out do you sell? Weekly. That's it. Weekly. By Monday, I sell. Because see, look. Tomorrow is the 9th. The 13th is Friday. This is the option I'm looking at. Friday. Every week. Every 7 days. I get a paycheck every single week doing this because that's what I'm looking for. Now, if I took all my money invested just to collect dividends or just to collect a 3, 4, 5% return at the end of the year, that wouldn't work for me. I'd have to go back to work. I've been working since 1973. Seriously, my first job, Old Man Simmons Farm. Okay, I worked on a farm, my very first job. Yeah, I wouldn't suggest it. It's not for everyone. Let's keep progressing. So Kinder Morgan is going to be a no. Next on the list, EW. I have no idea what EW is. EW? Edward Lifestyles. Hell no. Lunar. Now, we looked at Lunar. That was a no. VTRS. We looked at that one. Intel. INTC. I love Intel. I actually have some Intel. Got it. Still learning. Just discovered option selling this year. Okay, B4, take your time, dude. The stock market's been around for 400 years. It ain't going anywhere. Okay, options have been around since the 1970s. What is that, 50 years? Okay, that's a long time. Okay, not going anywhere. Take your time. Find a simple strategy that works for you. Perfect it first before you move on to the other ones. That's the only advice I can really give you. Stephen, if you're not all in cash at the end of the week because you're holding stocks or puts, how do you know what to take out? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. All right, but if you take a look at my positions, okay, Stephen, here's my positions. Harley Davidson, Intel, Kohl's, Macy's, Altria, MPW, Riley, Walgreens, and U.S. Steel. Okay, these are all the options that I have to write for tomorrow. Okay, so Riley, I rolled that one. Altria, I rolled that one. Macy's, I rolled, and Harley Davidson, I rolled. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get 5 companies. Right? 5 companies that I have to sell options on tomorrow. Now, these 5 companies with all these shares have to give me at least $1,500 to $1,600. Can they do that? More than likely they will. Holy bad guys. I entered Kohl's at $15.49. Dividend on Thursday is 0.5. Would you sell the 16 this week to be sure you don't miss the dividend if called away? Holy bad guys, let's take a look. Okay, we haven't looked at Kohl's yet. Or did we? I don't know. Did we? Well, I don't know. But Intel stopped paying dividends. Do you still trade it? Daryl, yes. There are certain companies I'll continue to trade. Now, take a look at 3M. 3M has been in business for over 100 years. They've increased their dividends for 62 years. This year, the CEO thought it was a good idea to cut the dividends. They are no longer on the Dividend Kings list. But I still trade them. Just because the CEO, in my opinion, is an idiot, he should have went in, tapped out, and just 1 penny, even a half a penny higher than last year. Why take you? It takes 50 years, 5 decades to get onto the Dividend Kings list. They've consistently increased their dividends for 62 years. What the hell was he thinking cutting the dividends? Anyway, a lot of people bailed on 3M. I still trade it. Pepe Mean Coin, any thoughts? I don't do coins. Sorry. Was that quick? I don't do coins. That's my thought. I don't do cryptocurrency. It's a no. All right. Where are we? Kohl's. All right. Take a look at Kohl's. Here's the high of the year, 28. Here's the low down here, 14 and change. Currently at 1531. The 1539s. Now, it's kind of tough to say whether or not to do the... So you bought it at 1550. 1549. Okay? Why not sell the 1550s? Okay, 1550s go for 18. That's over 1%. I can't tell you what to do. Okay? The idea is to keep the money working, keep the money rolling. Okay? At 1550, you're picking up 18 cents. At 16, you're only picking up 8. Think about it. 8, yeah, then it has to go up in order for you to be back into cash. Why would you do that? I don't know. Let me take a look. Okay, last 30 days, here we go. 30 days ago, we're at 1850. We dropped, shot back up, pulled back down. Here's the bottom. Now look, slow but steady to the upside. You said you jumped in at 1549. Well, the closest strike price to 1549 is the 1550s. And the 1550s are giving you more than 1%. So what are you looking for? You sell the 16s, you're not getting 1%. You're getting about 0.5%. But, 0.5% is 26% per year. But it's your choice. You figure out what you want to do. Holy bad guys, for Kohl's, I'm guaranteed 0.5. Okay, for the week. Though with the dividend was versus 18, potential no dividend. Well, here's the thing, holy bad guys. If you sell the 1550s, right, you get this nice premium. Now, I look at it twice a day. Once in the morning, okay, with my morning trading group. It's a private group. It's a paid private group. And then at night with you guys. If I buy it tomorrow, okay, at 1539, I'm going to sell the 1550s. When it gets close to Friday, I will roll it forward so that I get to do it again next week and pick up another premium next week and then pick up the dividend. You can roll it forward as many times as you want. Just because you're selling it at 1550. If it goes up, well, you don't have to let it go. You can roll it forward and pick up some more premium and still be able to collect the dividend. Anyway, that's my thought. Now, I do have it. As a matter of fact, look down here. Okay, who was it? Okay, holy bad guys. You see down here? Okay, I have Kohl's at 1715. Okay, I'm selling the 1550s. Okay, because I want that 1%. And if it gets close, I will roll it forward. What is the ticker for Kohl's? KSS. Doesn't look it has a dividend. He only does dividend stocks. Thanks, 86. You know we can't see the numbers you're pointing at, right? All right, user 81, 811 420, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. That is why this chart here, this screen here, is live on YouTube. Okay, you're watching on TikTok, probably your phone or probably an iPad or some kind of a smaller device. Yeah, go into the other room, turn on the big screen TV, bring up on YouTube, and pull this up on YouTube. Because this, you can see the numbers here. You can't see it on a phone and you can't see it on your laptop. Thoughts on Envis? What the heck is Envis? That's never a good sign when I say, what the heck is that? Never. Okay, number one, it's going to be a no. It's at the high of the year. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I've never heard of it, so let's take a look and see if this thing even pays dividends. NBIS. There are no dividends at the time period selected. That means it's a no. Sorry. All right, next on the list, McDonald's. Somebody wanted to take a look at McDonald's. Mickey D's, MCD. Interesting. 300, no. Don't even have to look. See the chart? Chart's interesting. Look at the number. I can buy it tomorrow morning at 300. How can I learn this step by step? Hold on a second. McDonald's, currently 300. The 300 is selling for $2 to $2.39. No, not 1%. No, thank you. Pass to Hemlock. Well, you can join the morning trading group. You can come here every night and just go one step at a time. Okay, the first step is it's a mentality thing. Do you think you can do it? You have to ask yourself the question, is this something that I can do? Is this something I can squeeze 10, 15 minutes out of my morning ritual to sit down and take a look at my personal finances? Because most people spend more time planning a family barbecue or planning a Friday night out than they do on their own personal finances. It's a shame. It is. It really is. You'll spend more time planning, what am I going to wear, rather than taking the time to take a look at your finances. That's step number one. Do you think you can do it? Can you squeeze 10 or 15 minutes out of your day? Now, here's the thing. Think of it this way. Okay? I share all my trades, right? Okay. Here's my 3 trading accounts that I share with you guys. 1, 2, 3. Look at the numbers. 130, 190, 168. Now, 10 to 15 minutes a day at 168,000. 168,000, 1% a week is $1,700. 10 to 15 minutes every day in a week, 5 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, 1 hour a week comes to around $1,700. Is it worth it to you? 1% for 1 hour. Okay, now some of you guys here have 200, 300, 500. A couple of guys even are in the millions. If you can get 1% and in 1 hour, okay, $1 million, 1 hour, 1% a week, 1 hour, that is $10,000 an hour. How can I join your paid morning trading group? Ooh, okay, that is right here. Hold on a second. Okay, up in the bio, you'll see right there the 10-minute trader with my little picture right there. You click on that, and you will see a link to the website, The 10-Minute Trader. Now, look under Google. Say, how long has the 10-Minute Trader been in business? Well, I've actually had the 10-Minute Trader website for almost 20 years. Okay, The 10-Minute Trader. Simple, safe, predictable, 1% per week, live, nightly training at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right there. See it? Right there. Okay, you click right there where it says Trading Live Online. Right, you go there and just follow the steps. It's $100 a month. You get to watch over my shoulder as I trade. And then after that, you can ask me any questions you want. My suggestions to all new folks, do this in a tax-sheltered account. Secretariat, that's cool. Yeah, that's a great one. Either that, put it into a trust, or put it into a family trust, or a corporation, put it into the pension fund of your corporation. Okay, pension funds don't have any taxes. Okay, trusts, no taxes. Okay, corporation, it would be a tax at the corporate level. Some states have corporate taxes all the way down to 10%. Anyway, but he's right. Tax sheltered account. Talk to a tax strategist if you have questions about taxes. All right, so Mickey D's is going to be a no. Next on the list, Altria, M-O. No. That wasn't that quick. Trusts have taxes. Out of country trusts like Cyprus or Isle of Man or what was the other one? Belize. But you talk to a tax strategist or tax planner. Next on the list, Altria. No, look where it is. It's the high of the year. Now, I like Altria. I do. Okay, it's over 50 years old. Over 100 years old. They are a dividend king. Okay, they have increased their dividends for more than 5 decades. Okay, Altria is going to be a no for this year. J.P. Morgan. J.P. Morgan. No. Again, right there, too close to the high. Here's the high right there. Look at all this down here. You have this much space to play. This much space to fall. Odds, probabilities. You decide what is best for you. Take advantage of try to capture this or try to stay away from that. One or the other. I wouldn't do JP Morgan this week. Plus, too close to the high. Ford. We already looked at Ford. Texas Instruments. TXN. I remember Texas Instruments when they first came out with those analog calculators, those bright red letters, or the weird green color. I remember that. That was back, the 70s, 80s, when they first came out with the handheld calculators. Those were cool. All right. All that being said, let's keep on keeping on. Texas Instruments, the high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? What's the direction? Sideways, up, sideways, high, low. Here we are right there, 193 to 194. Don't have another 194, but the 195s are going for 172 to 202. So you could get you 1% out of this. I would probably go with the 192.50s. Probably. But let's take a look. A year ago, we're at 157. We bottomed out at 155.17. Look at the last 90 days. The last 3 months. Okay? Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Well, you got 1 day to the upside right here, and it's a new bottom. Okay, it's a new 30-day bottom. The last 30 days. Check it out. Last 30 days. Here's the high. She drops, retraces, drops again. Thursday was a 30-day bottom. Okay, 30 days ago was the 30-day high. Thursday was a 30-day bottom. Friday is 1 day to the upside. I like 2 days to the upside. And if that is so, I will be getting more than 1% if I like Texas Instruments. Well, I do like Texas Instruments. I know who they are. I know what they do. Cookie Monster, dude, how are you today? All right, Zahid wants to take a look at Home Depot, and Cookie Monster wants to take a look at Marathon. Home Depot and Mara. We will write both of those down, and we will look at those very shortly. Next on the list is Macy's. Wait a second. Let's finish up with Texas Instruments. What does Texas Instruments usually do this time of year? Usually, well, there you go. It's not huge, but it is trending to the upside towards the end of the year. Slow, steady to the upside. I like that. That works for me. So I like Texas Instruments. I am going to write it down for tomorrow. Next on the list is going to be Macy's. Macy's is my favorite this year. Well, John Nato. Okay, John Nato. Actually, Marathon is one of those few stocks that I do trade even though it doesn't have dividends. There's a few of them. Okay, now, I have traders kind of like Paul Tudor Jones, Warren Buffett. There's a few other people that I trade that I admire that I will trade some of their stocks. Marathon is one. MPW is another. What is another one? Apple. Apple's not on my list. Okay? But I will trade it only because somebody like Warren Buffett would trade it. So I look at Warren Buffett's list. Not all of Warren Buffett's stocks pay dividends, but I trade them anyway. So we're looking at Macy's. All right. Well, Macy's is one of my top stocks this year. Okay. A year ago, we're looking at $20. The high of the year was in mid-March, 22.15. Well, the last 90 days, or the last 3 months, here's where we are. 15.50, the bottom, 9.11, 14, up, down, up. Look at where we are now. Well, Macy's doesn't look that good. Not this week anyway. Okay, 30 days ago, we're at 15.50. We dropped down to 14.50. Shoot up and slowly coming down. So Macy's is not looking that good. We the people, back again. Nice to see you. BA is Boeing. We'll take a look at Boeing. All right. So no to Macy's this week. We'll be looking for a new bottom. I'm going to say another week or two before it falls all the way down to where we want it. So I'm going to put Macy's down for 2 weeks. Give it plenty of time. Because I like Macy's. I do. They consistently give me 1 to 2% every single week. All right. That's Macy's. Next on the list, Starbucks. SBUX. Interesting. Starbucks is the same thing. Look, here's the high. Coming down. It's going to find a new bottom in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So we'll take Starbucks 2 weeks from today. And next on the list, Procter and Gamble. Basically, same thing yet again. Here's the last 30 days. 30 days ago was a low. 30-day high a couple of days ago. Shoots down, one up, one down. It's still coming down. Sorry. Procter and Gamble, another 2 weeks before that looks good. Microsoft. Microsoft is going to be a no. Okay? High of 30-day period. I don't buy at the high. It doesn't make sense. Okay, Roger, Target's already on our list. We're going to take a look at that in a little bit. Home Depot. Home Depot is going to be a no. Here's the high. Okay, look at all this down here. Target's on the list. TGT. All right, you see this right here? This is what's called black swan. They pop up every 90 days. Here's one. Here's another. Here's another. All right, here's one. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Every 90 days, right around the earnings. I've learned the hard way. Stay away from earnings with Target. There's a few companies you got to stay away from the earnings with Target. Bad earnings, big, huge drop. I think I lost $15,000 last year when Target had a big, huge drop. Had to walk away. That hurt. Okay, so anyway. A year ago, Target's at 135. Finds a top at 182. Pulls back down. Look at the last 90 days. Channeled sideways, cool. Missed the earnings, big drop. But now she's going up after that bottom right there. Well, market maker has a tendency to over-exaggerate. What happens? The stock retraces. Last 30 days. Here you go, last 30 days. 30 days ago at 150. Shoots up to 157. Big drop. Bottoms out at 120. Nice, slow, steady pace to the upside. 132.59. The 133s are going for 145. That looks awesome. Target is on my list for tomorrow, as of now. Next on the list is Marathon. M-A-R-A. All right, Cookie Monster, here we go. You ready? Here's Marathon. A year ago, we're at 14. Shoots on up to 34. Drops back down to 14 again. Back up to 26, drops down to 14 again, back up to 30. Now we're sitting at 26, 22. And the 26.50s are going for 156. That's 6%. I like that. Let's take a closer look and see if it's actually a good trade this week. The last 90 days. 90 days ago, we're at 16.50, dropped down to 14, shoots on up. The high just last week, a little over 30. Last 30 days, right there. That's going to be a little bit tough. Okay, 30 days ago at 24, dropped down to 18, shoot up to 31, pull back. Now she's going up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days to the upside. Great. Marathon is on. Actually, I own some Marathon, so looks like I'll be getting more tomorrow. Okay. Next on the list. Actually, the last one on. OCX. OCX. We'll take a look at that next. CRM. What the heck is CRM? CRM. Julian, what do you think about CELH? Isn't that Celsius? Yeah. Sorry, Julian. Celsius, they're a new company. Okay, they have not been around for 20 years yet. No possible way you can figure out how well they are going to do. Root. CELH. We'll take a gander at it, just for the fun of it. All right? Well, all right. Next on the list, BA, which is Boeing. All right. Boeing, a year ago, is the high. What is that? 268. Drops, retrace, drops. Here's the bottom right here, 138. Back up. We're sitting at 153.83. The 155s are going for 2. That's well over 1%. That's close to 2%. Close, but we'll see. All right. A year ago, 242.68. We top off at the end of the year at 267.54. Drop, goes sideways for a couple of months. Drops again. Last 90 days. Here it is. Last 90 days. Look at that. Down, up, down, up. Now she's turning to go to the downside. So Boeing is going to be a no for this week. I'm looking at about 2 weeks for Boeing to turn around. To find that bottom. Because think about it. What else do stocks do? They go down, they go up. They go down, they go up. Now she's coming back down again. They just announced layoffs. Okay, it doesn't matter if they announce layoffs. I'm taking a look at the stock, the stock price. Okay, the stock price really doesn't change just because they've made layoffs. All right, so next on the list, we'll put Boeing down for 2 weeks. Give it some time to fall. All right, next on the list is OCX. OCX. Is that Occidental? No. Okay, no. Okay, a year ago, $3. No options. No, thank you. CRM. Nope, way too high. Root. What the heck is Root? ROOT. Yeah, monthly? No. Sorry. Who's that? Cody? Cody, you see this? December, January, March, June, July, September. Those are all monthlies. Those are all months. That means only once a month. Yeah, no thank you. I don't do monthlies. They just don't work for me. Last on the list, CELH. Or CE. Yeah, CELH. CELH. Let's try that again. Celsius. Yeah, I don't think Celsius has 20 years of increased dividends. Do you? Coach Joel, nice of you to show up. Dude, I'm just getting ready to quit for the day. Got what, 15 minutes left? How about Hut? Cookie Monster, Hut. What is Hut? H-U-T. Hut Incorporated. Okay. Even if it's good, Cookie Monster, it's going to be a no. Look at it. It's at the high of the year. Okay? Ask yourself a question. Are you going to make money buying at the high of the year and waiting for it to go higher? I don't know. I like buying it at the low of the year or at the bottom. See? There's a bottom here. There's a bottom here. There's a bottom here. And there's a bottom here. I don't like to buy at the top. That is it for all the questions. Ain't be none left. John Nato, when you took the $15,000 hit from Target, did you sell or leave it? All right, Jonathan, I can't really show you because it's not there anymore. It was so long ago. I bought Target at $135 in July of last year. Now, by the time October came around, Target was down to 102. Okay? In November, she's at 110, going back to the upside. So it went from 135, dropped all the way down to 102. 102 is the bottom of the year last year. Okay? And when it started to retrace and recover in November, okay, it was at 110. Okay, and I think I sold the 112s or the 113s, 114s, whatever it was I sold. Doesn't really matter. But there was a black swan. So the very next day, it jumped $16. So I sold the 112 or the 114. And the stock jumped $16. So it's like 126, 127, somewhere in that area. And I lost it was like $15,000 to $16,000 overnight. Okay? It happens. You got to watch out for those black swans. I didn't know about rolling forward. Had I known about rolling forward, I wouldn't have lost that money. By the way, I carried it for 6 months. In that 6 months, I collected 2 dividends and about 9 premiums. So I ended up selling it at a profit in the long run. Barely profit in the long run, because all the dividends and all the premiums I collected got sucked away by that $15,000 loss. I'm so sorry. I heard you try to explain Black Swan, but my internet was buffering. Oh, sorry about that. Was it good earnings that caused the jump? Honestly, I really don't remember. Okay, when you take a hit like that, it's not that easy to think clearly. Can you brush through quickly? I have no idea what you mean. Can you brush through? Oh, can I rush through quickly? Oh, Black Swan. Okay. All righty. Right here. The first one. See the dividend 298? Okay, she gaps up from 151 to 165. That was what? 151 to 165. It's a $14 jump. Okay? Right here. Right around the earnings. Okay? Next time it happened, right here. Earnings again. Okay, big drop. It dropped from 155 to 140. $15 drop. Next time it happened, right here. 144 to 159. $15 uptick. Okay? And most recently, a couple of weeks ago, 155 to 120. $35 drop. Black swans appear out of nowhere. Okay, you ever go to a pond and see a bunch of swans? Have you ever seen a black swan? You don't see them that often. Okay, this is not something that happens all the time. Well, with Target it does, because the market maker has a tendency to overreact. Okay, he gets a piece of paper saying, oops, we missed our target. And then the market maker drops it $15. Or oops, like, woohoo, we made our target. Great. Now it jumps up $15. So I don't like earnings reports, and there's certain companies I stay away from earnings. Target is one of them. Now, I like Target. It's been in business for over 100 years. They are a dividend king. They've consistently increased their dividends for more than 5 decades. Okay, whether you like their policies or not, or whether you like shopping there or not, is totally irrelevant. They have stood the test of time. They've been around for over 100 years. It's just you got to watch out. Some companies have a lot of black swans, and Target is one of them. I learned the lesson the hard way. Oh. That was another good one. All right. Bless you and thank you so much. You're welcome. All right, 11:20. Let's see what else we have to take a look at. How about some ADP? Wait a second. I want to go to this chart over here. Here we go. INTC. No. Riley. No. UPS. No. KHC. Maybe. Target. TGT. What did I come up with the answer for Target? Oh, that was a yes. Seagate. STX. That was a yes. ADI. No. WBA. Walgreens. Yep. Texas Instruments. TXN. Target Marathon, MARA. Yep. Okay. Home Depot. Now we said no to Home Depot only because here's the high right here, way too close to the high. Look at all this space down here. Okay? Too close to the high, it's going to be a no. Bless you and thank you so much. Kwiku Davidson, cool beans. I loaded up on AMT. AMT. What the heck is AMT? AMT. American Tower Corporation REIT. Okay. Might play call options. All right, Zayed. Okay, here's your bottom. Bottom's here, straight up, going sideways. I don't know. Monthly. Sorry, dude. AMAT. Monthly. That's going to be a no. BEPC. Ray. BEPC. What the heck are you thinking, dude? BEPC. Brookfield. Yeah, sorry, dude. Brookfield, monthly? No. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work for me. Monthlies is a no. How much do you put in a stock at a time and why? Whoa. Ideally, I'll do 5 stocks per account. 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%. I like to keep my trades even. Okay? All right, what else do we got to look at? Dell. Ooh. All right, Zayed. ABDE has a gap to fill, but always falls on earnings for some reason. Isn't that Adobe? ADBE? Interesting. Yeah. Do you see that? Adobe. Okay, 30 days ago was the low. Friday's the high. Where do you honestly think it's going to go next? Seriously, where do you think it's going to go next? Now, it has a gap here. It has a gap here. Gaps have a tendency to fill. And with a run like that, your bottom's way down here at 470. Now you're at 550. That's almost $100 increase. Almost. What makes you think that thing's going to keep on going and there's not going to be profit taking? There is the possibility, but maybe. Puts, maybe. If you like that idea. MRM. MRM. Never heard of it. Sorry, dude. MRM has no. How about your steak? How do you like it? I like it rare. Maybe Pittsburgh. SPRI. What the heck is SPRI? SPRI. Hell no. $8,000 this year? What are you, shitting me? Come on, dude. Seriously. All right. It's about 11:30. I'm getting tired. I got some things to do. I got the morning trade to set up for tomorrow. mRNA. That's a nice one. mRNA. All right. Cookie Monster. mRNA. Your high, your low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up. Down, up. It's at 44.85. The 45s are going for over 2%. Well, let's take a gander. Okay, last year 79.16 tops out at 171. That's over 100% increase. She drops. Here's our bottom right here. Retraces, nice to the upside. MRNA. I like that one. 144 looks nice. And what does it normally do this time of year? Yeah, going to peak this week. So I'll do one in the money just to get in and get it out real quick. All right. Can you explain why you do it why you don't like monthly dividend payouts? Okay, John Nato, I didn't say I don't like monthly dividend payouts. Listen closely. What I said, I don't like monthly options. Big, huge difference. I like monthly payouts. I do. I don't like monthly options. The numbers just don't work. Did I forget about Dell? I don't think so. CVS going the way. Walgreens closing 500 stores next year. Yeah, probably. No nickname. Let's take a look at Dell. Dell is going to be my last one tonight. Okay, Dell a year ago were at 65, 67. Tops off at 180. That's over 100%. Drops down, shoots back up. Look at the last 90 days. Last 90 days. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, no. Sorry, Dell does not work. OKLO, what the heck is that? Okay, OKLO. Interesting. 21.96 to 22 is going for nice premiums. OKLO. No dividends. Riot. Roger wants to take a look at Riot. Okay, Roger, Riot. R-I-O-T. I actually have some Riot. Okay, the high, the low, where was it, where is it, what's it going, last 90 days. Interesting, last 30 days. Nice. Misty's going to be a no. D-Lows, hey, I just got my first job at 18 and plan to invest 60% of my paycheck. Any recommendations for long term? Okay, dude, I don't do long term. My idea of long term is 30 days. Legendary shoppers, Misty, no. Nuclear energy is a rising industry. Yes, it might very well be. AI will be mainly powered by nuclear energy. Could very well be. Nuclear energy stocks. Okay, Ray, I really don't categorize my stocks. I don't. I take them and put them to a calendar, and I trade them when they come up with their dividend. Okay? Look at here. General Motors, Kimberly-Clark, Pepsi, and Waste Management. They all pay the dividend on the exact same day. I will be looking at them all at the exact same time. All 4 different industries. Does Riot pay dividends? You know, I honestly don't know. But Riot is one of those stocks that squeaks in because of the numbers looking good and someone else is recommending it. Sorry. Sometimes I have people that I got to listen to. All right, so that being said, we are done. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you again tomorrow night. But remember, can you say those companies again? I have no idea which company you're talking about. Riot does not pay dividend. Yeah, I know Riot does not pay a dividend. However, it's still on my list. Hey, Rich Bruner, you've been quiet all night. Have a great evening and thank you. Good night. See you again. Yes, sir. All right. Calling it a night. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow. Wow. Alrighty. Come on. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll say it clearly.